You wake up exhausted, staring at the ceiling. You have these massive goals you want to achieve, but instead of getting to work, you freeze. You put it off for 5 minutes, which turns into an hour, and then the whole day is gone. Most people interpret this as a lack of discipline. You tell yourself you're just too lazy to build the life you want, and you use that belief to quietly punish yourself. But let's look at the math of a human lifespan. The average person gets roughly 30,000 days on this planet. Look at this grid. It shows exactly those 30,000 days. If you are 30 years old right now, 11,000 of those squares are already gone. They are completely extinguished, and you are never getting them back. This paralysis stems from how your brain handles rewards. To understand why those squares are disappearing, we have to look at the biological survival mechanism that is currently working against you. You are living in a constant state of friction. One side of your mind genuinely wants to achieve greatness, while the other side desperately wants to avoid the discomfort of actually trying. When you sit down to work on a difficult, long-term goal, your brain doesn't see an opportunity for growth. It sees uncertainty and heavy effort, which it interprets as a literal physical threat to your survival. To protect you from that perceived threat, your mind's evolutionary response kicks in. It actively looks for an escape hatch, an easier, guaranteed option that requires zero energy. This flowchart visualizes the choice your brain faces. Confronted with effort and uncertainty on the top path, scrolling your phone provides an alternative, a perfectly safe, guaranteed dopamine hit. You get locked into this cycle. Your neural pathways reroute, defaulting entirely to the easy reward. Modern short-form video algorithms are specifically designed to exploit this loop. They provide a constant stream of safe rewards that requires zero effort, effectively hijacking your internal compass. This state of misguided survival mode is what we mistake for laziness. It protects you from the momentary pain of effort, but it costs you your long-term potential. Have you noticed that the older you get, the faster the calendar moves? A whole year feels like it passes in a few short months. This happens because of the time unit paradox. Your mind doesn't track time like a clock. It measures time strictly by recording novel, unfamiliar experiences. When you were a kid, everything was new, so your brain recorded every detail and the days felt endless. As an adult, you fall into predictable routines that your brain completely skips over. This timeline illustrates how we process memory. Look at the dense clustering of new experiences in the childhood segment. Chasing easy digital rewards locks you into the sparse, repetitive routines on the right, plunging you into severe time blindness. Because you are constantly seeking frictionless rewards, you avoid the heavy lifting required to break your routine. The result is that you are quite literally experiencing less of your own lifespan. Breaking this cycle requires you to biologically lower your brain's dopamine threshold. You have to make boredom normal again. The protocol for this is a daily mini dopamine detox. You spend exactly 15 minutes in absolute silence. No phone, no music, no external stimuli, just you and your thoughts. This chart shows how your baseline adjusts. Right now, your threshold is sitting incredibly high from constant screen use. When you starve your brain of that extreme stimulation, the line drops, allowing activities like learning and working to register as rewards. Repairing your reward system allows difficult work to feel satisfying again. When your biology is aligned with your goals, progress becomes a natural outcome rather than a constant, exhausting battle of willpower. Relying on sheer willpower is a losing strategy. It is a finite resource that will eventually cave when matched against a team of engineers designing endless distractions. The solution is environmental design. If your phone is sitting next to your keyboard, you will pick it up. You have to leave it in an entirely different room while you work. Reclaiming your focus also requires emotional boundaries. You stop absorbing every outside opinion to protect your newly reclaimed internal peace. Apply a strict rule to your mornings. Complete one difficult, highly meaningful task before you ever allow yourself to look at a screen. Waiting for motivation is a trap. It is a temporary feeling that vanishes when things get difficult, whereas systems provide a reliable path to progress. Inaction is the exact opposite of success. You've spent enough time imagining the life you want to build. Now, close this video, put the phone down, and execute one small decision to break the trap.